What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jack's. Going to go over our friend Matic as well as Bitcoin. Currently sitting at $1.55. We're up about 6.8 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 11.44 billion. 24-hour volume 1.59 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app. And you can grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback in crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives, depending on the level of card that you have. $25 just for signing up through my referral. All right, let's talk this fast for the entire video. I don't think so. Okay, so let's go with our friend Phantom Matic. Wow, Jax. So we might have a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders, guys. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head. So if you see us come up and we hit resistance here, we may create a right shoulder, just a little something like that. So if that does happen, we can drop in a neckline and we can take our measurement from the bottom of our pattern here up to the top. If we do break that neckline, guys, you're looking at a juicy breakout right up to our third entry at $1.92. Now, if we do come down as well, guys, we could equally create a little bit of a double bottom pattern. So those are things to keep in mind. We talked about our bullish divergence yesterday on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour RSI as well as the money flow, which signifies the bears are running out of strength, and we're seeing a nice push back up. Our break even is sitting here at 196. Let's hop over to the daily chart. So I talked about this descending broadening wedge yesterday. You can see support here, support here, support here as well. Look at the MACD, guys, absolutely in the floor. So more confluence that we could see a bounce. Potentially, nothing is promised, but we do have support in this area. We wick down to the 0.5 on our inverted Fibonacci. RSI absolutely in the floor. We're going to pop over this chart here. I want to show you guys the weekly as well. So look at the money flow, absolutely in the floor. We met our technical target. We're breaking away from the EMAs. We are having the bearish cross, but usually when you start to break away from the EMAs, you see a push back up to them to test them as resistance, which is right now coming in at about $2.08. Pop over to the weekly time frame. As I mentioned here, we perfectly came down to the 55 EMA, and we have a beautiful wick down. And as you can see here, wick down, push back up, wick down, push back up. Let me scroll back here. You can see all these wicks here, push back up. Let's scroll back. Wick down, push back up. Wick down, push back up. So we're seeing a beautiful wick down, which means the bulls are pushing the price back up. Now, of course, we have a technical target of this ascending channel, which is coming in at 63 cents, but it will take time to get there, and that's why we dollar cost average into our trades. Let's look at Bitcoin, guys. Here's a 4-hour chart. So this is our major resistance, in my opinion. You can see here we had resistance right here. We came down, resistance once again. We've come down, resistance right here. Or sorry, guys, support. Now it's been flipped as resistance. My apologies. I'm an absolute amateur. So I do think this is the major level of resistance to break, and it's coming in at about 37.5K. If we break that, we get back above it. We also have resistance here at about 38K. So these are some pretty crucial moments for BTC. If we can get back above it, I would expect a push up to 40K, quite possibly 45, 50K, and see that dead cat bounce. However, guys, if we get rejected here, do watch this level of support. It needs to hold at about 34K. If we lose that level of support, as I've been mentioning, we don't have any support till about 28 to 30K for BTC. So let's pop over to the daily time frame. We're holding the support of this volume range here on the VPVR indicator, which is coming in between about 32 to 34,000. As I've been mentioning in the videos. I'm just going to remove that indicator quickly here. We have our descending broadening wedge. Currently, we've seen a nice bounce off that level of support. So if we do come down here, do watch for a double bottom. But if we can continue to push up, then our resistance is coming in at 40K for BTC. I want to look at Bitcoin on the weekly. All right, guys, here we are on the weekly time frame. Check this out for Bitcoin. Look at the money flow on the weekly, guys, all the way back down to the bottom section. You know what happened the last time we were that low on the money flow? Huge bounce to the upside. Let's scroll back for BTC. Right here, money flow in the floor, major bounce to the upside. That was our bear market on the weekly, guys. Right here as well, money flow is in the floor. We saw a nice bounce. Let me do a little measurement of that bounce here. About a 24% bounce for Bitcoin, which is a much larger bounce for the alt. So let's do one more example, guys. Right here, money flow absolutely in the floor. Consolidation, huge pump back to the upside. One more example. Right here, money flow in the floor, huge pump to the upside. This is the weekly chart, guys, and the money flow is absolutely in the floor. So what is likely, in my opinion, is some consolidation or come down to 28 to 30K, or we break out right here. But I do think a nice, beautiful bounce to the upside will happen relatively soon. Worst case scenario, 28 to 30K. But as I've been mentioning, I definitely think we could see it from these levels. We are underneath the EMAs, but we've broken away from them quite a bit. So I would expect a test of resistance to back test them, to come up and test them. The 55's coming in about 43K. We have the 20 EMA, which is coming in at about 47,000 on the weekly, guys. So that is what I'm anticipating. Of course, it's not financial advice because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a young guy from Canada. All right, guys. So just some things to keep an eye on with BTC. I do think the bounce is imminent, as I've been mentioning for a few days now. And worst case scenario for me is we consolidate. We drop down to 28 to 30K before seeing that bounce. We see that bounce, guys. We jump into profits with all our trades. We lock in those profits and we dollar cost average once again, and we ride the waves because we are the surfers of crypto. All right. That's basically it, guys. Here's the Bitcoin short positions. A little bit of an increase as we are pushing up here, which is normal. We are losing strength and we've come down a little bit on the RSI. And the longs, let me look at the longs real quick. Hope you're well, guys. Hope the pets are healthy. Hope you're working towards all your goals and aspirations. Yeah, we saw some drop off with the long positions. We're seeing a nice little push, but basically just consolidation for the longs, and the shorts just kind of fighting each other, teeter-tottering. All right, guys, so that's it for Matic. Our next buy zone's here at 125. If we can break this neckline, we can push up to 192. If we do come down, do watch for that double bottom pattern, as I've been mentioning here. And then on the daily time frame, we have that descending broadening wedge to keep an eye on as well. And I would watch the resistance, previous level of support of our ascending channel. If we do push up here, it's coming in at about $2.30. As you can see here, let me go back to the daily. We broke right down and we've yet to come back for a back test. Sometimes that's what happens, guys. You break down and then you come back up for a back test before rolling over and seeing continuation of the downtrend. You can see these wicks down, and that can usually signify a reversal in the trend. Not always, guys, but we just go over what is more probable to happen. All right, guys, my bull run targets do stay in effect until we lose this low, guys, for me, which is coming in at 62 cents. And as you guys remember, I believe my first bull run target was like $6 and something. Let me give the 1.618, which is coming in at $6.34. Those targets are valid until this low is broken for me. That's just my technical analysis, so you take it with a grain of salt. All right, guys, if you want early access to these charts, sign up to the Discord for many crypto projects with our DCA strategy, as well as 1,000 members talking all things crypto, posting chart patterns, the price of a coffee, $350 USD. If you want to trade with me, sign up to Bybit, $4,100 in bonuses for a limited time, and I will see you in the next video. Much love. Enjoy your day. Take care.